Hbar Familia, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Let's analyze and take a look at what's happening with the price of Hbar as of September the 5th and what we could be expecting going into Friday morning. Looking across the board, we're seeing a lot of green across the board. Once again, market volatility, especially Bitcoin, guys, it's literally on another level right recently. But right now, Bitcoin, as we're recording this update, going into Friday morning, is sitting at above 112,000, which is quite interesting to take away right now. Hbar is up about 1% on the 24-hour scale. And if you're even looking at the last 1 hour, we're seeing, pretty much the broader market up right now. The price of Hbar 21.7 cents as we're recording this update. But if you're looking at it on a Bitcoin comparative side of things, you're noticing that we're actually down 1% despite the fact that Bitcoin is sitting above $112,000 right now. And we're going to get into why that is. The valuation, 9.2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $200 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we got some news here. Wyoming has chosen Hedera to host FRNT, the first U.S. state-issued stable token backed by dollars and treasuries, which is, of course, quite exciting for Hbar itself. But going back to what I said in terms of what we're looking at in Bitcoin comparative, we're down about 1%, and the reason why that is dominance is continuing to show strength, and this is pretty much what I've been highlighting to you guys over the last 2 to 3 updates. Dominance is starting to gain some strength pretty much since our August 24th low. We're starting to see dominance pushing towards the upside. Obviously, in a grand scheme of things, we're still lower than where we were back in July, but again, we got to look at what's happening, and over the last few days we're seeing dominance actually creeping up rather than pushing back towards the downside, even though Bitcoin has been able to reclaim back above $112,000 right now. But speaking about volatility, as I've spoke to you guys about, literally we were sitting yesterday, just a few hours ago, actually sitting at about $109,349, which was a clear retracement, and I think it was manipulation. And you can see the price of Bitcoin pretty much finding itself back above 112, and right now we're sitting above the 112,000 key resistance, which is a good thing as we're recording this update. If this is able to turn into support, I would be not shocked if the price pushes up to the likes of 113,500 and even to the major confirmation at $115,000. If you want to put this into perspective, that itself is a move of about 2.56% from where we currently are. Breaking above this key range gives me a little bit of more confidence the price could go here. But with that being said, let's not forget the major volatility that we're seeing within the markets recently, and that is something we want to keep in mind, especially with the way the dominance is pushing. Usually you would see the dominance pulling down, but right now it's showing strength despite Bitcoin seeing a little bit of a push towards the upside, and that's something I want you guys to not forget. But with that said, let's take a look at our friend Hbar on the hourly time frame. So right now, unfortunately, due to Bitcoin dominance, breaking towards the upside, obviously retesting some of the levels we actually haven't seen for almost 2 weeks. You're looking at the the dominance really playing a major role as to why you're still not seeing Hbar sitting in the 61.8 fib zone. I think we would have easily been in already the 61.8, but due to dominance kind of picking up a little bit of a strength, is a reason why we're still seeing Hbar consolidating below the 61.8. But I have no doubts, if Bitcoin is able to push above to that 113,500 to 115K confirmation, I have no doubts that the price of Hbar is going to get back into the main key zone, which is at the 61.8, and we're literally only a 0.5% away for us to see that. So far so good. Like what I'm seeing here, hopefully we could close our daily candle here today, going into obviously the weekend. But keep a close eye on Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin is able to break out of these key levels that I'm talking to you guys about, I would be honestly targeting 22.6 cents for Hbar in the immediate short term from where we currently are. That's only a move of about 4.12%, and I could realistically see that happen. We're literally retesting the neckline of the 61.8 right now. Keep a very close eye on Bitcoin. I think this is a realistic target to be looking out for, and of course, if we close that into our daily candle, that would be quite something in my opinion. Let's take it one step at a time. Of course, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you have not subscribed, what are you guys waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button and come join the Crypto ZX army, and we'll see you later. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.